from you, Karen.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Should we begin with that?
Okay.
Let's go over it. Let me open your system and share my screen. 1 second. All right. So now you should be able to see my screen. Please let me know if you can't.
Yep, I see it.
Okay, perfect. So you sent me 2 files.
Yes.
This
Same contract.
cross-country on an Excel file,
Yes.
and
That's
this is the contract, I suppose.
the subcontracts are line numbers.
Yeah.
I was able to only enter 9, Pepe. I couldn't go beyond 2022. It wouldn't allow me to go into 2023. So I couldn't enter anything past 12.5.
Okay. This is term in weeks 52, 13 periods. These will rotate within the following zone 2 locations. Okay, they are rotating.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna ask the devs. Let me just check one thing here. I think I know what the issue is with the contract and why it wouldn't allow it. It has to do with what we call within the system the cycle calendar. You're selling in a rotary line item, and this is managed by, I'm gonna show it to you so that you guys are aware of this. Within Quantum, we manage the regular calendar, which doesn't need any maintenance per se, because it's just like the calendar in your computer. But we also have the cycle calendar, and this is a specific type of calendar like this. It is written right here, cycle calendar. We have different options for it. It can begin the week on December 28, 2021, or December 27 or December 29. That is 2021. If I show you 2021 December, it can begin Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, depending on the different variations of all the companies we work with on the rotary posting date. All right, for you it's Monday. So on Mondays, that's why you begin in the 27th, December 27th. And it goes year by year. So the last day is, if we count from December 27 onwards, weekly, it's 53 weeks. It should probably end in December
25th.
25th, 2022. That's why you can't go after this. What I can do is ask the developers to enable 2022 within your system. So it continues working, and I mean, not 2022, 2023.
Yeah.
Yeah. And probably even 2024 in case you start capturing, capturing new
later
campaigns.
as we go into the year, we might have to bounce into 2024. Yeah.
Yeah. So that should be on the system probably Monday morning.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's a setting they have to do in the code to allow you to capture it. But you have captured all 2022, I'm guessing.
Yes.
All right, let's then give it a look at the 2022, and on Monday we can review and help you with the rest of the contract.
Okay.
Hey, Pepe, instead of on Monday, because I'll be out of the office, can we look at it for Tuesday?
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. All right, so cross-country mortgage, you already have it here. You have captured the client contract number. All right.
That was easy. When I got into the designs and scheduling, so it wouldn't let me. I have line 1, as you could see. Line 1 was fine. When I got into line 2, when I tried to assign, it gave me some error message. You can try to
Let's look
schedule
at it.
that based on that Excel document that I sent. Of course, it didn't like the design. I put it.
This is line 1, I'm guessing.
That one's already in there.
Hmm?
So you see how line I call it line, third line subcontracts. The second one, there's
This
4.
one.
See that there's 4 of them.
Yeah.
It wouldn't allow me to schedule more than 3.
It wouldn't allow you to schedule more than 3. And
Correct.
you know why that is?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna
But
try
I
to
need
explain it to you.
be
You
something
have captured.
I have.
No. The thing is that you have captured in the system that you're only going to capture 3 faces.
I need to put that at a 0.
No. What
Oh,
you need
okay.
to do is capture the 2 faces or the 3 faces that it allows you to. Let's try to do that.
Okay.
And then we move into the rotary scheduler to remember how I was moving the things around to match the faces that wouldn't match. Or you remember what I was doing last week. I'm gonna try to replicate what I did. Yeah. And then what I'll do is I was doing this last week to kind of show you how I did it. So I'll create a filter, and here I will only keep the first faces because the ones that begin the same date, the first date.
Okay.
Now I know which ones are the 3 that I have to schedule. All right, so I'll just copy these ones and I'll move right here. And we can go into the face selector or into the charted details. So I'm going into the face selector right now. And then I'll paste the 3 vendor face IDs here and click search. The 3 of them are available. So I'll simply go here and click add faces to contract.
Okay.
Now,
yeah,
I see
that's
what
what I was coming across.
Invalid design.
Yeah, exactly.
Click here.
Okay.
9 temp. Okay. Face selector. Let's try and see if it asks.
That's what I was coming across, the error message.
No, let me try doing it into the inventory details, charted details. I want to check one thing here. Face selector. If it provides me the same error, because it usually asks about the design.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, invalid design. Let's try switching the design within the line item. Removing this one. Select the design. Let's go for the temp one. Okay, it's loading. Let's go for the temp one.
There's nothing.
Temp 3 and sure. Let's say we're not printing anything because we don't know yet what's going on. And now again, let's try the face selector. I want to check if there is an error with this, and then I'll test the other design if in case I find any issues.
Yeah, see. That's what I was coming across. The first slide was fine. Everything else after that wouldn't allow. Can't assign locations without that design. It's going to give you the same one because it's only 3. I tried different ways of doing it.
Okay. It allowed me to select this one.
Oh, okay.
Let's see if I remove this.
Okay.
Let's go into the charted details here.
Yeah, okay. That's good.
Okay. It is the 3 faces only, not 4, only 3 of them. The ones that begin on the date that we're saying the from date. Okay. Let's unchart them. And maybe, I don't know if you captured this design in the first line item.
Yes.
Let me check the first line item. So yes, probably what's wrong, it's the design that we created right here. And I'm going to tell you why it is wrong. You added a digital design.
Okay.
So let's remove the digital design because that's going for a digital face and you're printing designs.
Right. Okay.
Okay, let's
Gotcha.
do temp again and add new design. There it is. Now it should allow me adding it to the rest of the faces. So I'm gonna remove this and add a new design here, which will be the temp one. Let me just have it finish loading up here. There. Temp 3, backlit polyester, and save. Now it should allow us to reselect the same three faces because we just removed them. Click search. We're assigning the temp design. There's no error now.
Good. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Now we have three faces compromised for this line item, but we need 4 because we're moving one of them at some point, right?
Yeah, there should be another one in there.
Okay, so that is handled not in the contract. That is handled for the operations team. That's for the operations team to manage. I don't know, maybe in the company is yourself, not another person, but you need to know how to manage it. So we'll go into networks.
Okay.
And open it in a new tab.
Right.
Now, this is shelters. So I'll go into the shelters, but I'll check first what's the date. This is 0425. And I'll select the cycle to be right here. Okay. I'll click here and I'll go to 0425. 0425 right here. I'll select that as my active cycle and I'll have 3 cycles prior and 3 after just to make sure that I'm looking at a broad range of dates and I don't miss anything. So I'll click continue. Now it will load all of the network and that's all of the faces that belong to that network regardless of the market area or zone that they belong to. All right, here is the contract. As you can see, we have already set up 3 temp designs. Okay, have it here.
Yeah.
Now let's filter for only the contract. See here the contract? We could filter like that with the contract number that we see here in the contract. Or we could filter by the faces. Now, I will filter by the faces and I'll forget about this filter
Right
and
there, the
my
3.
Excel.
You just want one.
No, we're gonna look for the 4.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we'll look for those 4. Filter this. Now, see, we have the 3 original faces.
There's the 3.
But we need in May 8 to drop this face 5283. So 5283 needs to be dropped on May 5th.
Ah, okay. Change the date there.
5th? No. May 8th, sorry.
5/8.
May 8th. So we'll drop it right there and click save. You'll see it cut right here.
Okay.
All right. So from this, we need to move 2 weeks. So next week and one more. Okay. This one needed to be, no, not this one, sorry. This one needed to be moved right here.
Okay.
Now I can select this and capture it right here. No, I did it wrong. I'm gonna show you what to do. Actually, this is even better and easier because we can simply go into the country mortgage, this face, and do a face exchange on a certain date. Actually, that's the proper way to do it. We'll go into the May 8th and this will stay here until May 8th. But then we're gonna move it to this phase, which is this one. Okay, and select it. And now it's here.
There's the 4. Okay. I see
Okay.
it changed to 4. Okay.
Now I'm gonna do this because actually that's the proper way. We now have the 4 faces from your line item, right?
Yes.
And we know this is going to be the same design that's going to be moved right here.
Yeah. So the design name can be changed in this area?
Actually, we can change it directly. Whenever you receive it, we can go into the contract,
Okay.
click edit,
Okay.
change the name, and you actually add the thumbnail. Okay?
Okay. Yep.
Now, if you need to have more than one temp design, the next time you receive another request to do the face exchanges of or rotate the faces, you need to add a new temp design to assign it to those new faces.
Right.
And not move around these ones that have already been assigned properly. Okay?
Yep.
We can do the next line item if you want to, the number 3.
Okay.
Just to try to
the rest
continue.
of them that had only 3. That was, I think, the only one that had 4.
Oh, perfect.
Dates.
All right, but you don't know if it's going to be the same design or not.
Oh yeah, it's going to be the same design. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. All lines will be the same design.
Simply, they will just rotate it.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, and I think then we don't need to worry much more about this until I have the 2023, sorry,
Yes.
2023 and 2024
Yeah,
years added to the calendar.
Right. The new lines, I couldn't go beyond line 9. As you see that it ended at 12.4 because the next line is going to be 12.5 through, I think, 1. If you look at the Excel spreadsheet, goes into 2023. So I couldn't go beyond that line.
Yeah.
I had to stop at 12.4.
And now all of this rotations.
Yeah.
You can. Let me do one thing here.
Goes into 2023 as well.
Yeah. Let me just do the filter.
I stopped at line 9. I didn't even go with the bonuses. I didn't start there.
Yeah, no, I wanted to explain the bonuses though. So let's just look into March
2022 in there.
Okay, so you have one bonus that's rotating. Okay, yeah, so it's the same. It's only one face bonus. And it goes from, let's say, what's the latest here? 2023, March 26. Okay, we can simply have one bonus line and then you can rotate it. That's actually pretty much simpler. Let me just copy this date. Have it handy here. And let's filter this out. Now, okay. It won't allow me to go all the way to 2023. That's the only issue that I see right now. If you were to do this, it will be simply adding a new rotary line item and adding one face. Total panel requested 1, changing this to bonus. And I would, if it has the ability to do so, I would select the start and the first start date and the last end date.
Okay.
So that it goes through the whole cycle and then you can just manage it whenever you need to rotate it in here to a new, different phase. Just like we did here, but it will be phase exchange next, phase exchange next, phase exchange, and it will continue just being a phase exchange throughout the duration of the campaign. Okay. All right. Regarding this contract, do you guys have any other questions?
Well, can we go to the front page of it, at the beginning part for contracts? Because I have a question on how we're listing things. I
Mm-hmm.
just want to make sure that we're doing it all the same way.
Mm-hmm. In here, you mean?
No, in the main contract page that shows us all the contracts.
Yeah,
Like here?
Yes, right here. See how client contract number, but yet we have numbers, but yet we have names. So we need to decide on how we're going to set it up because it needs to be consistent.
yeah,
Well,
Maureen, I was gonna go over that. I put it into a Excel spreadsheet, and I thought that the see where it says client contract
mm-hmm.
should be our current contract numbers.
I agree.
That's right, not the name.
Yeah, I
So
agree. And that's easier for you to relate the contracts in between different systems and also keep a history. And the new contracts might come with a different number
yeah,
that you
yeah,
can
they do.
generate at the end, right? And that way you can follow through the history of it.
Mm.
If you capture the client contract with names, then you have to keep on remembering what was the last number for this contract number and adding it yourself. But and in this case also because it's not auto generated, but in case you guys need to, at some point I can actually make an enhancement, and after a certain contract that you don't manage outside of Quantum, try to have the devs generate an auto generating contract number in the system for you right here. That's different from this one. This is already the one
Auto
that
send.
that Quantum generates,
Mm-hmm.
and the thing is that it won't be a consecutive number for you because this is used as the key for Quantum for all my clients. So the contract 393933 might belong to a completely different company.
Okay, but here's my thing. This number here, 14634, is our contract template internally that we use for Ad Manager. So
Mhm.
how relevant is that contract number if the only time we've used it is for Ad Manager? That's,
I see your point.
yeah, see, that's where I'm getting confused, that once we switch over to Quantum, those
Mm-hmm.
numbers really become,
Irrelevant.
yeah. So I think, let's think about that and, come up with an idea maybe next week, because I just want to make sure moving forward, we're all on the same page.
Sure, sure. Like, give it a thought and give me your feedback whenever you guys have decided on something.
Okay.
Um, I I personally don't like big contract names.
Yeah, right.
Well,
And
and here's the other thing too. I've noticed with our account managers, they deviate on a name that's very simple. They have deviations on it so that when we go in to enter them, we're always correcting them so that we have a sense of history, because they really need to be the same. They have to spell the same. So that's why I want to think about this. And then, I mean, it's not I'm adverse to the numbers. I'm just wondering their relevance.
no, and I agree with you. So probably what you need to do, not Notepad++,
Internal.
sorry, is think of it as an actual ID for the
Yeah.
contract.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say uh, you need to think of it like campaign, advertiser, and then the number.
Right.
So, or the other way around,
Mm-hmm.
advertiser, then campaign, and then number, so
Okay.
that it always stays uh, something
Consistent.
relevant and consistent to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's how I would do it, and probably even and it will get confusing if it's only numbers, but like this, if it's McDonald's, just like here, and then Desert Sky is the campaign, because McDonald's might have different campaigns running at the same time, and then a number. It might be the year, or it might be something like uh, month,
Yeah, I'm thinking month
year.
year would probably be better for us.
That would be a format that will always be consistent and will help you guys identify everything about the contract within a glance.
Yep. Okay.
Because I noticed, Pepe, that the system assigns the contract number, and when it's in this contract list, I noticed it's not, it's the way it's sorted. It's by contract number. Is that correct?
Yes,
Oh,
the
but not
last contract number goes on top.
sorted. So it's going to be by the contract number.
Sorry?
The way it's in the system.
Yeah.
The most current contract number. Is that correct?
Yeah, atop.
Okay.
Yeah, if I click search without any other filter, the most recent one will be atop. And I can simply...
Right. I just have a question regarding that. Is there any way to organize that, to change the way I view it? Or do I have
Yes,
to each time go in
you,
there
you,
and
you
click on
can
it?
simply click to sort on different columns.
Headers.
Stay
Yeah,
that way, or do I have to do it each time? Is there a way to go in there
and set it up the way you want
Yeah.
it to be displayed. No, you have to do it every time.
I was going to say, I tried to go around and try to find a way of doing that, and I couldn't find it. I'm like, uh-oh, it's going to have to be done each time. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like I wouldn't even go that far. Like it's easier if you want to look for something in specific, let's say
Go up
all
there.
contracts from McDonald's, you simply search McDonald's here
Right.
and then search and you will find real quickly what you're looking for.
Right.
That's how I would do it. That's why we don't keep like a record of the user's preferences on this case.
Right. So not each one can go in there and do it their own way.
Hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Well, that's okay. Each program's different.
Yeah, and the thing is, we give you lots of filters to find exactly what
Mhm.
you're looking for.
Mhm.
And even if you're forgetting something, like let's say you're looking for all the like Maureen said, all the contracts that have the client contract number of McDonald's, you can
Mhm.
go percentage sign and McDonald's,
Mhm.
and then another percentage sign, and it will look anything that has that word in this field.
Okay.
All right, and that makes it also quicker. So if you guys go with this route of advertiser campaign year, you can look this way for all 2022, for instance,
Ah.
and it will display not only one client, but all that you have on that year. And if you go with the month, it will also show you only the ones for that month.
Okay.
So that makes it really really quick to find things within the
Mhm.
system. Just by using these wildcards, you can find really easy anything. You don't need to be sorting out unless you have hundreds and hundreds of results.
Right.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay. Another question.
As many as you need to.
Okay. So, when you're creating a contract, going in there for the first time and creating a new one, you have to start as a proposal first.
Not necessarily. We recommend you to do so, and more if you're a sales executive, because we have certain things and rules that happen when you convert from a proposal into a contract. But if you're capturing something because you needed to have it there as a contract right away, because it has already been approved and
Right.
you have already a PO or whatever,
Hmm.
you go and capture it directly as a contract.
Okay.
And I don't know if you had the chance of looking at the proposals, but
Yes, I started that this cross country mortgage as a proposal and turned it into a contract because
excellent.
I tried to do it as a contract and it gave me a lot of errors. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just start it as a proposal. So
Whenever you find errors or something it's being popped up or whatever, do me a
mhm.
favor. Just do a print screen with your with your keyboard
Uh-huh.
and send it over to me, and I'll look at it and I'll tell you whether there is something. And if you give me a quick explanation in the email, like I've tried to do this and this is what I've got,
Okay.
I'll give you either whether it was something wrong that you didn't know about or whatever, and I
Or
can
a
give you
system
some
quirk.
directions right away. I'm always available on my email. I begin at 9 a.m. my time, which is like
7, our
7
time.
a.m. yours, but
Mhm.
whatever you guys need, and if I'm available, I'll be answering you pretty much right away.
Okay.
And in my email signature, you can also see my WhatsApp in case you need something that's more urgent than an email. All right.
Okay.
Any other questions, Karen?
Let's see. Got that. Nope. That
No.
answered all the questions or the issues I had. Thank you.
All righty. Maureen, do you have any other questions or things you need us to go over?
No, what I'd like to do though, if I could, I know I said Tuesday, can we schedule for Wednesday? And then on Tuesday, it'll give me a chance when I come back in to enter some more in so that we can
Sure.
move through them on Wednesday. And I'm waiting for contracts Pepe for 2023. So that's why when I come back in, hopefully we'll be able to schedule for that and the contracts will be in.
Yeah. I'll try to have the devs have it ready for Monday morning.
Okay.
If you guys want to save some time, let's try to go the route of the Excel import sheets. Because if you do it that way, you send me only the sheets with all the contract. One is for the headers and another one is for the line items. But I can pretty much do a bulk update and have all your contracts at once in the system. So just think about it. We can capture as many as you need to continue this training. But
Mhm.
if you have 100 contracts and you don't want to capture all of them, maybe we work with the 3 most complicated ones and the 3 simple, like we can work with 10 of them. 3 very simple ones, 4 that are like regular usual contracts, and then 3 really complex ones. So you guys get a full grasp of how to manage different situations.
Okay, so if we update those 2 templates and send them to you, do you still want us to scan the contracts and send that as well?
We don't need that.
Okay.
Right.
If
The
we have
information.
all of those uh, contacts, companies already captured in the system for those contracts,
Mhm.
we'll do just a quick update and you don't have to do anything else.
Okay.
It should go in smooth.
Very
Okay.
okay.
Alrighty. Well, if there isn't anything else, maybe we can catch up on Wednesday.
Yes, we'll do that. Pepe, have a good weekend. Thank you.
You too,
Thank
girls.
you.
Karen, please
Yes.
bring me more questions.
Okay.
That
Thank
way I
you.
know you guys have been working and I know where you guys are struggling and we can close those gaps easier and faster. I love questions, so thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good
Uh,
weekend.
you too. Bye now. Bye, Maureen.
Bye.